I think that's a good thing and a positive thing. I don't see how that, by changing it, it's going to make it any better.
Okay, is there any other discussion? Motion's on the floor to adopt this resolution. All those in favor of the resolution, say aye by raising your right hand. All those opposed to the resolution? I think the noes have it. The motion or resolution has failed.
Okay, resolution 15. Be it resolved that precinct caucus should be on the Saturday morning after the primary election.
Oh, the precinct convention.
Right.
Oh,
It says caucus.
that's all right. That's what it is too. It's another definition. To be on the Saturday following the primaries.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
and by way of background, the precinct conventions are held on the same night as the general election day, and that's also in the election code.
That's correct.
Sue, could I get a Texan to read that?
Are you going to speak for?
Could I get a Texan to read it? I can't understand a word he said.
Louisiana. Is there any discussion about this particular
I'm in favor.
resolution? You want to speak for it or against?
For, no, wait a minute, against it.
Against it? Is there someone to speak for it? Carl, I can't let you talk.
I'll speak for it.
You want to speak for it, Bill?
I'll speak
Okay,
for it.
go ahead.
Yes, the Thursday instead of Saturday.
You're not going to amend the motion. Are you going to amend the motion? Is that what you are? No, hold on.
Saturday,
We got
you
to
time
amend it. Is there a
your
second? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, there is a motion on the floor to amend the resolution instead of Saturday to do it on Thursday, a precinct convention.
At night.
At night. Please make note of this. Somebody. Does everybody understand it? All those for the amendment as stated, please raise your hands and say aye. All those opposed, no. The amendment fails. Okay. You're going to speak against
Against.
it.
Hang on, you still don't have anybody speaking for it.
He spoke for it.
No, we're back to the main motion on the floor. He has not yet spoken. We have to take care of this amendment.
But is that an amendment or speaking for it?
He spoke for it as an amendment.
And then he made a motion.
One of the biggest problems that we're going to face with having a precinct convention away from after the primary election is participation. You delay it a few days, you'll have less people participating. We already have less people participating in the precinct convention as it is. And it's ideal. You go, you vote, and then you come back an hour or a couple hours later and hold your precinct convention that night. And precinct work only takes about an hour and a half at best, unless you've really got some people there that's got loaded down with resolutions and that. But right there, it really does. I think if you move it to where we have more time between from the primary to the precinct, I honestly believe that we'll have less participation.
Okay, is there anyone other discussion? If not, the motion is to adopt the resolution. All those in favor say aye, or raise your right hand. All those opposed, raise your right hand. Noes carry it. The resolution fails.
Okay. Next up, resolution number 24, which is to publicise tax revenues. Be it resolved that the Texas legislature shall publicise quarterly in all major newspapers in Texas the tax revenues payable to the United States government, i.e. income tax, corporate tax, etc. In return, the General Accounting Office shall submit to the Texas legislature on a semi-annual basis the amounts of such revenues that are returned to the state functions. I so move.
In return, what?
Point of order.
Can I ask for clarification on
Yeah.
the last sentence?
It says, in return, the General Accounting Office, which is part of the federal government, shall submit to the Texas legislature on a semi-annual basis the amounts of such revenues that are returned to state functions. Basically what this is
To
saying,
return the revenues on a semi-annual basis.
No, what,
No, just publicize.
they just want what funds are.
but basically what this is
What we
saying
give
is,
and what they give.
basically what this is saying, as far as I can interpret, is that the Texas legislature will require that we tell the federal government, publicise this is how much money Texas is sending to Washington. And in return, we want Washington to say this is the amount of money that we're sending back to Texas.
You
The
wanna
two
find
numbers
out-
will never match because you've got to pay for all that stuff in Washington.
Okay. Is there any discussion on this resolution? All right. Then there is a motion on the floor to adopt the resolution. All those in favor say aye by raising your right hand. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Next resolution.
Okay, you like this one? This is number 25, and it concerns hip-hop music. We condemn the action taken by the Democratic State School Board members in their attempt to replace the contributions of Christianity with the contributions of hip-hop music. This is an outrage to all sensible thinking Americans. We condemn the Democrat Party's attempt to destroy the American culture and change history to their liberal viewpoint. I so move.
Is there any discussion on the resolution?
Yeah,
Carl, are
I'm
you
in
speaking?
I'm in favor of that resolution.
You're in favor. Is there anybody here to speak against?
I'm against,
You want to speak against?
yes.
Point of order.
Yes.
What is this regarding? Can you explain?
This is regarding measures taken at the school board for curriculum. Is that
This was
correct?
a recent vote at the State Board of Education about 2 weeks ago, where some Democrats tried to introduce into the social studies curriculum the fact that kids should be taught about the contribution of hip-hop music. I mean, my view is if you actually included the contributions of hip-hop music, I don't think we'd even make a sentence.
You're going to speak for it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be against.
It's my amendment, so I'll give a little bit of clarification. It's that they,
We're going to have to
those
play
four,
marriage referee after this is over?
No, you're just fine.
Okay.
no, there's a reason why she's against. There were 4 Democrats that introduced this, and they wanted to remove Christianity from our history textbooks and replace that with the contributions of hip-hop music.
Yes.
The fact of removing Christianity from our history books is grievous, but thinking that replacing it with hip-hop music is even more grievous. Our society is degrading considerably, and this is just more evidence to that fact. And we've really got to do something. If this is what the Democratic Party is about, they're in trouble, and we're in trouble if we ever allow them to gain considerable power. This is
Time?
terrible.
Okay, Bridget, you're speaking against?
I'm against this amendment. I believe that we should all homeschool our children. So, and therefore we should pick our own curriculum, and we will have the items that we can actually choose what our children are being taught in school, and so. Is that enough against it?
The motion is on the floor right now to adopt the resolution to, is it a negative resolution? How we,
It's a resolution to condemn an action taken by Democratic State School Board members.
regarding hip-hop music and Christianity. All right. All those in favor of the